welcome back to Asknikkip. I hope everyone is really proud of me. I feel like this is uneven. I don't know why I'm asking for you to be proud of me for filming on my normal camera, but I haven't filmed on my normal camera in like 2 weeks, so I'm here on my normal camera and I'm ready to film. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. It says, or the letter says, "Hi Nikki, first let me start by saying I love your videos and I think you give great advice, which is why I'm writing to you. Thank you. I am 15 years old and naturally pretty thin. I have a butt and everything. I am not stick skinny, but weight has never really been an issue for me. Even though lots of people tell me I have a great figure, I am not happy. I am pursuing modeling and have been told that I need to be careful about watching what I eat and exercising. I eat fairly well for the most part and have lots of resources for exercising. My problem is binge eating. I oftentimes will go for a while eating very healthy, not depriving myself, but just making good food choices. Then I go on a rampage where I eat everything in sight, but then I feel bad about myself. Basically, my problem is that I know how to eat well and exercise, so going to a trainer won't work because they aren't going to tell me anything new. Any tips on sticking to a plan? Thanks so much." Okay, first off, binge eating. I want to say I don't know if what you're talking about is necessarily binge eating as much as maybe being human. I don't know. It's hard to tell because I'm not in your position, so I don't know if you really are like binge eating. I mean, I kind of do the same thing sometimes. I'll go through phases of eating really healthy and then I just kind of start messing up and I don't eat as healthy. And I think that that is the struggle of being a human, and I'll start to feel really bad about myself, but like I messed up. Like, what are you gonna do? Maybe that is binge eating. Bowser, no, why are you always in the background of my videos barking? No. Anyways, you know, I would say that it doesn't necessarily mean a trainer is pointless, because having a trainer, having someone, for some people really helps them maintain a sense of like, not accountability, but like, oh, I'm going here and I'm paying for this, so I really better like stay on it because I don't want to burn my money and just throw it to the wind. So that's not necessarily a pointless thing. It might be something worth considering, but I am kind of more inclined to think that maybe you're just being really hard on yourself. I can relate to that because I get the same way. Now, that being said, one thing I think that is important to keep in mind when you're getting into an industry like modeling or acting or dancing is that there are like standards that the industry sets on you that it's very hard, but you know, you have to just try to not become obsessed with. The body standards is what I'm trying to say. My words are getting very tongue-tied. But the standards that they set on women's bodies are very hard, sometimes unattainable, especially for certain body types. And that's something that you really want to keep in mind is, I understand the desire to want to stay in shape and stay healthy and like thin, but like you want to really make sure you keep a check on your thought process and your approach towards food, and make sure that your approach towards food always stays, I want to keep my body like a lean, mean fighting machine that is healthy and able to take on the world, not I just want to get skinny, because there are a lot of ways to get skinny that are really not healthy. And I know that we have a big thing in our country with like, oh, obesity, and yeah, obesity is bad, but you can also be really thin and really unhealthy and malnourished. And, you know, that's something I think you should really focus on. And I think in general, when we focus on being healthy and taking care of our body and helping our body, knowing that we want our body to function optimally so we can go and achieve the things that we want to achieve in the world and help the people we want to help in the world, that is a better, healthier, I think he's yelling at people on iRacing, more long-term mindset that I think will serve you better. So I don't know if that is even helpful. I feel like I wasn't quite sure how to answer that question. So anyone that has any tips for that, feel free to leave it in the comment section, because I'm not quite sure how to answer that. That's kind of my thought, and I can relate to you. So I really don't know what to say, because like I feel ya and I'm figuring it out, if that makes sense. It's hard. It's life. I mean, there's a lot of things in life that it's like, I mean, dude, I'm only 27. Even if I was way older, I mean, everybody's constantly on a road of progress, but I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. So let us know, guys, in the comments. I'm opening up the next question. What your thoughts are. So Now, the Twitter question says, what are some baby names that you like for your future kids? Ooh, I don't know, man. Dan and I like a lot of kids. Actually, funny, the only name that comes to mind is Dan really likes the boy named Spike. Not kidding. Actually, funny because Fleur's, I always forget people's relations. It's her sister's son, so I think that makes her nephew. So bad at this stuff. His name is Spike, and Dan really loves the name Spike, but that's the only name I can think of. I used to really like the name Isabella. I still really like the name Isabella, but I feel like there are a lot of Bellas on the planet, but Dan was like, we could call her Izzy. But I don't know. I really want to look into name meanings too, because yeah, I want my kid to have a cute name, but I kind of want to find out the names, like, or the meanings of names, because I don't want to say like, oh, I believe in like the meanings of your name, meaning like calling out to what your life is going to be, because I don't think I really fall in that category, but I kind of do find it really interesting. So yeah, I'd be interested to like look up name. And Spike, I mean, I don't know. So we don't really know yet because we're not quite there yet, so we haven't really seriously thought about it. So yeah, send your messages and your questions to asknikkip@gmail.com, and I hope you guys are having a really good day. I love you all very much. And, oh, or use the hashtag on Twitter, Asknikkip. I will see you soon. Adios, amigos. You like my bye? I don't know what that is. Bye, guys.